Welcome, gentlemen, to an endowed dive into the essence of prosperity. Where does wealth truly originate? Some would argue it's the balance in your bank account, the size of your house, or the model of your car. Yet, the cornerstone of opulence takes root in a territory not visible to the naked eye: your mindset. It's a confounding question that haunts us all. Why do some ascend to the heights of financial freedom while the masses remain ensnared in the trappings of scarcity? The answer is not found in a lofty IQ, a mystical skill, or an inherited fortune. The true difference maker, an unwavering belief in oneself, paired with radically different utilizations of time. If your days are embroiled in finger-pointing, blaming government policies for financial woes, or bemoaning corporate greed shackling you to a despised job, you have essentially abandoned the steering wheel of your life. But a shift in perspective, from casting blame to seeking solutions, can ignite a powerful transformation. As I've discovered, the ultimate return on investment comes from pouring into personal growth and development. Entrepreneurship is a daunting, arduous journey, a far cry from the seductive portrayal of overnight success. To truly triumph in the business arena, I advocate for a decade of sacrifice. It's an unwavering commitment to labor coupled with frugal living until profits start to flow. Transformative gains await those who dare to invest in financial literacy. Picture this: an MBA caliber of understanding for less than a $500 investment. Start with the top 25 books on financial education. Delve into the realms of money management, business incubation, scale, management, and draw inspiration from the life stories of vanguard entrepreneurs. Education can hasten your journey, but it cannot fully absolve you from the trials and tribulations intrinsic to the path. Another cardinal truth lies in the utilization of the universally allocated 24 hours in a day. Leisure such as Netflix binges or video gaming serves limited utility. Contrast this with someone dedicated to learning and honing their craft, and you'll witness the stark divergence in financial outcomes. However, don't be ensnared by the fallacy of simply working hard. Toil must be tempered with strategy. It must be scalable. Combine driven, diligent work with intellectual tactics to create a synergy that culminates in the maximization of financial returns. You might wonder, how does one work smarter? It begins with a quest for knowledge about financial frameworks, taxation strategies for wealth protection, investment avenues for money multiplication, methods for asset and business development, and techniques for scaling what you possess. These inquiries are profound, but they are rooted in the initial mindset shift, the unwavering conviction in your own capabilities. It was this conviction that sustained me during my nascent entrepreneurial days. At that stage, my resolve was fortified by naysayers and detractors who saw my departure from the conventional path as folly. The relentless pursuit of my vision called for extreme sacrifice, 4-hour sleep nights, and day-long hustles. For you, the blueprint might differ, as we must honor our unique constitutions. But remember, victory in the business world is not handed to the timorous. It's a battlefield, and you must be prepared to outwork, outmaneuver, and outrun your competition. Now, gentlemen, if you felt a resonance with what we've discussed, I invite you to engage more deeply with our community. By subscribing, liking, and tapping the notification bell, you signal your commitment to not only absorb these insights but implement them. Stand shoulder to shoulder with kindred spirits on the march toward financial mastery. How to transition from mere financial survival to thriving prosperity. How to cultivate an environment that spurs the growth of your assets. How to balance the grind with smart, strategic investments in oneself. These are questions we strive to answer together, as a community committed to the elevation of our financial wisdom. Before we part ways, ponder upon this. Which of the strategies shared today are you determined to integrate into your life's blueprint? The stride towards success is not a lone sprint but a shared marathon. And so, I invite you to join us in this grand endeavor, as we write our own tales of triumph in the ledger of life. Until next time, gents, equip yourselves with wisdom, wield your willpower, and make strides towards the zenith of your financial potential. Imagine, for a moment, that the dividing line between financial abundance and scarcity wasn't the balance in your bank account but in the realm of thought. Picture a reality where wealth begins not with the cash you pocket, but with the mindset you cultivate. Welcome, fellow journeyers, to an expedition unlike any other, all aboard the Wealth Mindset Express. When it comes to the disparities between affluence and poverty, there's a crucial understanding to be embraced. It doesn't originate from your paycheck, nor the degrees on your wall. It's not about your family lineage or your cultural background. The chasm is bridged by the mind's landscape, the breeding ground of prosperity. As we delve deeper, we should ponder the query: How do certain individuals amass remarkable wealth while the greater part languishes? It's not about an esoteric secret or an innate genius. It's the belief in the feasible and the intentional investment of time. If your narrative is woven with threads of blame towards the government, a corporation's greed, or any litany of life's adversaries, then climbing the ladder of success is not just challenging, it's a Sisyphean task. Reflect upon where the greatest returns on your investments lie. Astonishingly, it's not real estate, stocks, or that edgy startup. It's the investment in oneself. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby prescribe a robust entrepreneurial spirit, encapsulated in two maxims. Hustle relentlessly, and limit expenditures until the river of revenue begins to flow. The entrepreneurial path is a rugged one, saturated with sacrifice. Recollect my days of relentless toil, the 24/7 work ethos, devoid of vacations or lavish spending, a decade's dedication to the altar of success. Indeed, countless online voices promise immediate gratification in business within half a year, but that is contingent upon a decade of accrued wisdom, the learning, the failing, the mastery one must endure. Education can compress timelines but cannot eliminate the requisite sweat equity. Building an empire demands Herculean effort, an inexhaustible reservoir of time, and an unerring work ethic. The investments in financial education I made have reaped dividends far greater than any asset class could offer. There's an age-old adage, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Take that literally. Embark on a literary expedition, 25 tomes on financial acumen, 5 apiece on money management, business inception, scaling, managing, and the tapestries of entrepreneurial chronicles. This investment is measly compared to the dividends an MBA sans the towering debt. Transforming your narrative from defeatism, I cannot afford this, I cannot ascend due to my upbringing, my appearance, to a valiant quest for solutions radically alters the brain circuitry. The transition from I can't to how can I is where the seeds of wealth are sown, for it prompts action over lamentation. How do we deploy our allotment of each day's 24 hours? Binge watching, gaming, idling away, or perhaps instead, a pursuit of knowledge, hustling, and judicious financial moves? The variance in outcomes is stark. Beware the trap of blind toil without direction. Labor must not only be hard but should be scalably intelligent. Toil multiplied by wisdom equals exponential growth. Hard work is an undebatable necessity for success, but it needs to be directed smartly for maximal benefit. With this newfound cognizance, we must probe deeply how can we channel our financial literacy to maximize our earning potential. What are the avenues of investment that beckon us? How do we shield our wealth from taxation, grow our assets, build and scale our business ventures? Bear in mind, if your belief is steeped in skepticism, your potentials falter. But faith in your capabilities lays down the foundations for an extraordinary future. Let's not sugarcoat it, you have to be willing to tread paths untrodden, to labor beyond the ordinary, to outpace and outmaneuver the competition. In the theater of business, if your diligence is eclipsed, your adversaries gain the upper hand. Business, my friends, isn't just a game, it's all-out warfare. Dare to put in the diligence that others shy away from, because only then will you carve out a niche for yourself above the rest. This quest for wealth is not an exercise in idle theory but a challenge that beckons action. Now, as you've journeyed through this exploration of wealth and mindset, ask yourself, what are the strategies presented here that you'll integrate into your life? Before we part, allow me to extend an invitation to become an integral member of this community. If you're determined to actualize the benefits discussed today, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. And remember, when you join this distinguished collective, you're not just watching a transformation, you're becoming part of one. In closing, reflect upon this vital question. What actions from today's discourse will you implement in your life to forge a prosperous future? Your response could very well be the cornerstone of your tomorrow. Here's to building not just wealth but a legacy. Until next time, stay hungry, stay smart, and most of all, stay sterling.